What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I do want to talk about the mole situation that's going around with Royalty Nation, and I'm going to turn this into a teachable moment. You can't trust everybody, and you need to be careful of the people you keep around. Everybody is not your friend, and that's what happened in this situation. Now, a couple of months ago, Royalty Nation made a private group chat with Royalty supporters who want to discuss and talk about the situation that's going on surrounding Royalty and CJ. It's so dumb for them to have a big old discussion under somebody's comment section, so they made a group chat outside of YouTube, which is very understandable. These are grown people who want to talk about the situation because some of them can relate to it. So that's what happened. So one day, I think the link got exposed and somebody from the other side clicked that link and got inside that group chat. So they telling me, because I'm not inside that chat yet, I got in the chat last week. So they telling me they had a mole in there because they seen that person commenting on the other side video. So they removed the mole like 3 weeks ago. But they removed the mole too late because they already was dropping information. They was taking pictures of themselves. And that person was screenshotting everything they was saying and giving it to the other side. But like I told them, y'all don't have nothing to worry about because a lot of them are worried that their personal information going to get exposed, their picture. And I said that's a lawsuit because y'all not even public figures. And you cannot take civilian personal information and put it out to the internet. Now they might could discuss it among each other, but they can't even hold a private live. Still would be doing it publicly because you have a lot of people in the public eye watching you talk about these supporters. Like I said, they need to learn from Royalty Nation. You're gonna have a rat and a mole everywhere. Everybody not going to be your friend. So I was telling them, if they expose y'all personal information, even if they expose my personal information, I'm not a public figure, that could be a lawsuit. And that's why I'm trying to tell people, it's not that deep to dox people online and try to expose where they live, not trying to expose their personal information. You can get hit with a lawsuit. But hey, y'all do what y'all want to do because I have people address on the other side, where they stay at, all this, all that. I would never expose it because it's not that deep for me. I don't care about it. I care about famous people, public figures that our Ben was talking about. I'm not going head to head with nobody anymore. But back to what I was saying. So they knew they had a mole in the chat, but they took the mole out too late. So this week, Kiara and the other girl had got into it because a supporter had told Kiara to drop that picture that they sent her. So she ended up dropping it. But you want to listen to your supporters. But now, like I said, it's a lesson learned. Handle your page how the way you want to handle your page. If a supporter want you to drop a video or drop this, they need to make their own page and drop that shit themselves. But, the other side ended up dropping this girl picture. I thought it was a done deal because your supporters rank her supporters rank you. End of discussion. As a grown person, I'm like, okay, end of discussion. But the next day, the other girl came on live, was like, oh, I got information on y'all. Y'all got a snake over there. I got a lot of information. I'm going to expose it Friday. Members only. And like I said, the supporters who was in there is very worried because these not content creators. These not public figures. They just civilians. And I told them, like, it's a mole everywhere. Somebody gonna screen record that girl live of her exposing people personal information and shit. That she gonna get hit with a lawsuit, hit her ass with a lawsuit. Cause you can't expose people's life who don't expose their own life. It's a difference between a public figure and a private figure. Civilians are private figures. They are private people. Public figures are people who put their information in the public eye. Royalty, CJ, Nike, Ahmad, Elsie, all these are public figures. They can't sue somebody to talk about their personal life because they put their personal life on the internet. And I do want to talk about something. Somebody said Nike was going to hire a PI to get my personal information to expose me. Let her do it because I would sue the fuck out of Nike because I'm not a public figure. I'm just a blogger. But I don't expose no personal business. I would never do a house tour. I'm not showing you where I live at. I'm not showing you my car I drive. I'm not showing you anything personal. So if a bitch want to dox me and try to prove a point to the world and put my information out there, I'm going to let you do it. And I'm not going to stop you. But just know you're going to get served a subpoena to arrive in court because I'm going to hit you with a lawsuit. Run and tell that. And I do want to say this. A lot of people say, oh, but you talk about her. She's a public figure. I can talk about public figures all day long. You know why? Because they choose to volunteer to put their information out in the real world. Like, public figures really need to know their rights. Y'all feel like because y'all don't want nobody to talk about certain situation because you ain't put it out. If the other party involved put it out and they talk about it and I talk about it, you get mad at it. I talk about it, take it up to the person who put it out there, not me. But back to this molding situation. So this shit is not that serious for you to run to the other side and go tell some shit. Like, I got upset because I'm like, all of us had a bond. Like, we thought we was cool. But if you gonna be out here being a rat, get your ass on, expose the rat. One thing about a rat will always be alone because the other side will not accept you. Now, if the other side is with you and they put you in place to be a mole, that's something different. But if you was Royalty Nation and you switched out at the end to please other people and be a rat, nobody would not accept you, and one day you're going to get exposed. But like I told them, man, all y'all move carefully. Y'all stop talking about y'all personal life with these people. I just feel like this is a lesson learned. Can't really trust everybody in y'all circle. Keep y'all circle tight. Pay close attention to every detail.